Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to do my weekly wrap up of August week 1. I read a total of 5 books this week. I'm currently reading 2. So this is just going to be my wrap up, and tomorrow will be my vlog of me actually reading these books. So you'll see more what I think about them in that, so be on the lookout for that. So the first book I read was Forbidden Fling by Kate Taylor. This is book 1 in the Secret Fantasy books series. This follows Nevaeh and Mr. Jones. So this follows Nevaeh, who is in a relationship with Brad, who is Mr. Jones' son. They are at Mr. Jones' summer house for the summer. And it's that story. This is like a 96-page book that you could get in Kindle Unlimited, so it's a little steamy. So just be on the lookout, and it also features cheating. And I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. Also, Kate Taylor is Katie Roberts' pen name. So yes, and I use this for pick Pongathon for Friends Wish List. Then I read Lyrics of a Small Town by Abbi Glines, which came out on the 1st of August. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. This is a standalone, and it follows Henley, who just lost her grandma. Her grandma just passed away, and she left her a list of things she wanted Henley to do. And this is also sort of like her grandma passed away during COVID. I'm not quite sure if she had it, but I assume she had it, and she passed away from it. So yeah, but it's in a small town, and I use this for Tropicana for New Kid in Town, which is Henley is coming back where her grandma lives. And I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. And then, as I said, it follows Henley, who is doing what her grandma asked her to. And then she meets Sal, who lives in that small town, and it's their story. I enjoyed it. I liked it. But yeah. And then, I say the book I'm currently reading, because that's on my Kindle too, and it's Playing with Words by Elliott. You can't really see it. This is book 2 in the Bogey Creek Valley series. I'm really enjoying this so far. This follows Gear, who is a bookstore owner, and Hudson, who is a writer. I'm like 31% in. I really need to get better at reading. The last few days I have not read. I've played a lot of Sims, so there's that. So that's the one I'm currently reading on my Kindle. And then I read Follow by Tessa Bailey. This is a standalone. This follows Teresa and Will. Teresa and her brother lost their parents. Their dad was in like a mafia type thing, and he got out, and her brother is following in those footsteps, so she decides to go back to New York, and talk to the main guy and make a deal of getting her brother out. And he said, if you bring my son back, then her brother could leave. And Will is on a road trip with his Great Dane dog, who he thinks is dying, or who is dying, not thinks, who is dying. And there's that. And it's their story. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I listened to this on audio, and this was for Bookopoly for Library. then I read In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. I gave this 3 stars. Yes, 3 stars. So a lot of 3 stars of reads this week. And this follows May, who is going away for the holidays, and something bad happened, and she's reliving that day. Yeah, that's pretty much all I knew going in, and that's what I think you should know going in. It is a Friends to Lovers book, and I use this for Tropicana for Time Loop. And then I reread After We Collided by Anna Todd. This is the second book in the After series. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. It follows Hardin and Tessa, and a lot of drama. And I use this for Tropicana for Meaty Book. And yeah, I listened to this on audio. I don't want to tell you too much about this because it is the second book in the series, but I still liked it. And I know this relationship is toxic. I do know that. But I still enjoyed it. Not as much as I did when I first read it. But yes, it's very similar to the movie. So that's good. Or some parts are. And then the other book I'm currently reading is After We Fell by Anna Todd, and this is the third book in the After series. I'm on 300. I'm on page 300, and this book is massive. And this is the third book in the After series. I'm listening to it on audio, and that's pretty much all I've read. As I said, I've been playing a lot of Sims. This week. So I didn't read as much as I wanted to, but I'm still happy with the amount I read. And yeah, so I only have 4 more days of work, and then I'm off for 7 days. So hopefully in those 7 days I will read. But I will probably also play a lot of Sims. So yeah, those are the books I read. What are some books you read this week? And if you want a full review on any of these, let me know. I'll be happy to do that. And check out my vlog tomorrow where you'll hear more details, sort of, about them. And I'll see everyone tomorrow.